I haven't watched much of MPL PH. I've always enjoyed MPL Indo more than PH, but like the team watches MPL PH a lot. I've always gravitated more towards Indo. It's always been more entertaining. PH gets a little stale sometimes. PH, I think gameplay-wise, PH is better for sure. I just enjoy Indo more. I think PH, like pure gameplay, probably better. Indo is just a lot more entertaining. Indo cheer girls are better. I'm saying the Indonesian cameraman is better. Indonesian production is just objectively better than PH. Like, not even a joke. The production in Indonesia is just so much better than PH. Like I'll watch Indonesia between games, like actually for the cameraman and when they like what they do for the in between stuff. But in PH, I just click off. I don't care. But also the difference is PH a lot of times they interact more with the fans, and I'm not hating on fans or anything, but they're not the same as like interacting with content creators or pros and whatnot. Because pros, they know how to entertain. That's like their job, is to entertain.
Pero meron akong hindi na-expect.
Okay.
Etong Diamond Gladiators XP laner FwydChickn stated that he finds MPL Philippines stale compared to MPL Indonesia. Ano nga ba? Ano ba ibig sabihin nun?
I mean, he basically called MPL Philippines boring, right? I've always enjoyed MPL, more than MPL PH. I've always just gravitated more towards them. It's always been more entertaining. It gets a little stale sometimes. So,
Gets a little stale?
Stale.
Even though tayo yung pinaka-magaling?
Okay, ilan ulit yung championship natin sa series?
So baka kasi nasanay na talagang ang galing-galing natin.
I mean,
pero hindi ba dapat nandito siya nung last World Championship? Pero
talunin kasi nila.
Pero wala. Baka kasi boring din yung playstyle niya.
Huwag kang ganyan. Huwag kang ganyan. You gotta calm down at that part, right? Pero this time, kung hindi sila medyo makakuha ng panalo, kayo! May chance kayong manalo ng...
Before I show you the rest of the clips, there's something to keep in mind here. The clip I just showed you was from MPL PH Week 3, Day 1. The following clips I will show you is from the following day of MPL PH. Something you'll notice is that in these next clips, they don't directly say my name anymore and just refer to me indirectly as someone who said MPL PH is boring.
Now, after our boring match and discussions kahapon, marami naman kasi nagsasabi na iba-iba yung definition ng pagiging boring. So how about you? What's boring for you?
Yung boring siguro para sa akin yung kapag nakikisali ka naman, tapos di ka naman kasali. Right? I feel like wala ka bang life? You know, wala bang buhay. I mean, that's just me. Alright? Pero ikaw, what's boring for you?
Ang boring siguro sa akin yung puro talk, puro dada. Pero hindi naman nananalo. Yun ang
Period.
boring sa akin.
Yep. I feel like I absolutely agree with what you've mentioned. Ano muna kasi?
Exactly. Dapat kasi manalo. Now, anyway...
Gentlemen, I heard we were kind of boring. You're sleeping over there, Wolf.
Sorry, man. That was like...
There's been some trending discussions about boring. What do you think about this, rock hard?
The definition of boring, that's actually something that's very interesting because everyone wants that action, but wins don't always equate to action. Kills don't always equate to wins.
Yeah. Hey, don't remind me. I was trending in MPL Indonesia for quite a while because I said in their stream, in their English broadcast, their official broadcast, I mean, that MPL ID is entertaining, but entertaining doesn't mean the best. For those who said that MPL PH is boring, wait for the next match.
Or just bait things out. I'm like, is this boring?
Is
Let's
this
go.
boring, guys?
Boring ba, guys? Oh, hindi boring dito. Kasama natin si Kyle, ang Superman ng Echo. Oh, sabi nila kasi, boring daw dito sa MPL Philippines. Of course not. Oh, bakit hindi boring? Bakit nga ba magiging boring? Bakit ba hindi boring? Ano ba? Okay, third point, bakit hindi boring? Ipakita natin kung gaano kasi ang Orcas. Orcas? Alright.
Go, Echo lahat!
See? Sabi nila boring daw ang Pilipinas. So, sa lahat ng mga nanonood, future mga kalaban, anong message mo sa kanila?
Nung sinasabi nilang boring yung MPL sa Pilipinas, mas magiging boring pag naging kalaban namin nila.
Oh!
And I rest my case.
And that closes the interview. Alright, everybody. Boring ang Philippines. Mas magiging boring kapag sila ang katapat nyo.
Magkana kayo ha?
Okay, alright. Kung sino may nasabi nun? Alam mo na, sabi daw yung MPL Philippines. Boring daw. Boring daw. Hindi ko gets. Ano yung boring para sa inyo?
Para sa akin yung boring yung sa mga bansang puro teamfight na teamfight parang hindi ginagamit ng brain. Also, highlights. Hindi alam paano tapos nilaro. Puro highlights. Yung hindi na nanalo ng international.
Yung boring. Dito sa lahat ng ating mga manonood. Anong bansa kaya itong boring na ito na pinabanggit nila? Kasi ako, makakamatulo lang ako. I don't know.
Oy, ano ba ang boring para sa'yo?
Finally conclude, hindi boring ang MPL Philippines.
You know what? We've said it a lot of times today. I don't think hindi kailangan pa natin siyang sabihin any longer.
That whole MPL PH thing is so funny. You wanna know why? So two things happened here. One of two things happened. And first of all, what they said about the PH production, the hosts, they don't come up with any of it. It's always the production tells them what to say, and they make something for it, and they tell the hosts, like Mara, to say it. Whatever was said, I'm pretty sure it wasn't, like Mara didn't really come up with it. It was just the PH production that came up with it. Now, one of two things happened here. One, either someone on PH production got butthurt about me saying PH production is compared to Indo. So they tried to make it sound like I said Indo is better than PH, when all I said in the clip was that PH is better gameplay, and Indo is more entertaining because of production. Their production is better, okay? So either one, the guy got butthurt on production, and they tried to weaponize it to attack me, or they tried to weaponize all the copy pasta PH people who just like copy, PH champions, all that stuff. Of course, PH is a better region. I never said that. I never said PH was worse. I said Indo production was better. But I think it's so funny that they just said that I think MPL PH is boring compared to PH. Now, either one, the guy got upset and he wanted to attack me in some sort of way, or two, which I think is objectively worse, that they thought that attacking me is entertainment for the MPL PH stream, which I think is literally like the worst possible thing if they actually thought it's entertainment, because they can't create interesting production inside their own region. So what they need to do is attack me inside the States. I'm irrelevant, bro. I haven't been to like a good international competition in 2 years since like M4, and I haven't done anything in the last like 2 years. And they think by showing me out of context saying MPL PH is boring is good entertainment is so hilarious, if that's the case. I really hope it was the guy that got upset about it and he tried to attack me, because I would rather that than them actually thinking it's entertainment to show quotes from me with how irrelevant I am. I think that whole situation is hilarious. Like, I'm not even mad. I just think it's funny. Clippers need to be accountable, bro. The Clippers aren't their fault, though. It's not the Clippers' fault. I like Mara, and it's so out of the like random for her to do a clip like that. So I'm like 90% certain that it was the production that told her to talk about it. Of course, she probably came up with the boring part, and I think it's funny. But it's probably it's definitely the production that told her to talk about it, and it just proves my point even more, honestly. That PH production is compared to Indo. And when I say production, chat, I mean the people sitting backstage or like the ones on their computers, like telling what to say. Like the ideas they have are just not that great. The hosts are fantastic. The hosts are the only reason why they're like carrying it.
Oo, kasi pinagtatawa na siya ngayon ng mga Pinoy dahil nga sa kung paano inaano ng MPL PH prod. Nangyari din to during S11 ba yun? S10. Naalala niyo yung sinabi ko nung M3. Tapos parang ginamit yun nung kinote ng MPL PH prod doon. Parang kinote nila ako na ang sabi ko daw, walang makakatalo sa amin ng 2 beses. Wherein ang sinabi ko talaga during entry, wala pang nakakatalo sa amin ng 2 beses ng dalawang beses magkasunod. Kung baka magkaiba yun eh. Yung parang sinabi mo na walang makakatalo sa amin ng 2 beses compared sa wala pang nakakatalo. Magkaiba yun eh. Kinote ako ng gano'n Kinote ako before ng gano'n ng MPL PH. Tapos super nanggigil ako that time, promise. Pinareklamo ko kay kay Madam Monina yun, yung team manager namin ng Blacklist. Sabi ko, Madam Monina, bakit ganyan? Wala mo nang sinasabing ganyan. Grabe ang Kasi naalala ko yun, talaga minusquote din ako ng MPL PH that time. Pero confident siya na siya ang nasa tama dahil hindi naman niya talaga Kasi di ba before, mga nakaraang season ang ginagawa nila, pinag-aaway nila yung mga players for the hype. So parang ibig sabihin, parang di na credible ngayon ng MPL PH din. Parang ganun magiging dating pag hindi makipag-ano.
They 100% know they're in the wrong, but they want to try to play innocent by not saying my name anymore, and things like, oh, we weren't addressing anyone directly, we're just saying this in general. But it's too late now. They literally showed my M4 picture on their screen and put, quote, FwydChickn said this the day before. And it's crazy that they think their audience and fans are like that stupid to not be able to piece those two things together. The whole MPL livestream chat, I checked really hard before recording this, is literally spamming my name. FwydChickn is boring, says boring, FwydChickn is like an MPL PH stream, bro. On a side note as well, I stated that MPL PH gameplay is the best, and then I said MPL PH is stale, followed with examples of the production, and only talking about the production, because I was only referring to the production. Some of you might think these words, boring and stale, mean the same thing, but they reworded it to boring intentionally because it sounds much more offensive and powerful compared to stale, which I thought was just like, wow, they really went that far. In the day 2 stream, throughout the whole stream, they talk about how it's boring or make jokes around those lines, essentially ridiculing me for 4 hours straight. It's said so many times that I cannot fit them all in this video without it being an hour long. Now, before I discuss how bad it is with how misleading they were twisting my words, do not blame the hosts, casters, or pros for anything they said. I've met most of them and they're all great people. It is the production behind the scenes that tells the casters what they can and cannot say, or tell the pros what questions they're going to ask. And they don't usually take no for an answer. I've been there in the exact same situation before. Although, case to case dependent, I don't play an MPL PH. Could be slightly different. It's their livelihoods that are on the line and they can't really refuse. The people I am addressing are the ones who sit behind their computers and headsets coming up with their poor ideas of production entertainment and just half-assed production overall. How is it possible that someone on that team thought it was a good idea to manipulate the words of a foreign born pro player taking them out of context to make me look bad. Now, this really isn't new or anything drama related or how drama goes. Honestly, it's pretty typical. But this is a fucking entire professional league representing a country, bro. Not to mention the current undisputed #1 country in pro play. I fully believe PH is the best in the game right now. And I've said so too several times in the clip shown before, but they tried to paint it as if I'm saying PH gameplay is boring? Are you kidding me? Now, before I go, I don't mind all the hate I'm getting. I'm pretty used to it. I get free views and attention from this. I do appreciate those who worry for my well-being and ask if I'm doing alright, but I actually just find this really funny as it's so unbelievably crazy that an entire MPL production team will get petty about a 120,000 subscriber YouTuber pro player saying their production is bad. If they never said anything or pointed out what I said, nobody would have cared. I've been saying this for years. What I am upset about is the fact that instead of taking constructive criticism or flat out ignoring me, they're so childish they need to manipulate my words and manipulate their fans to paint me in a bad light. Instead of improving upon themselves, they chose to attack me and attempt to denounce my credibility and reputation like this.